Greg Wadig near sideboards, trying to work it along there. Couldn't find any room. Referee unable to get out of the way of that. Rather, that's the linesman. But either way, he forces the puck to go a little bit further back here for the Ice Falcons. Goes off a man on the far sideboards. Then looking for the breakout. Sturgiu just cleared out. Final minute to go in period one. Clean check on the near sideboard. Sorrentino got a piece of Michael Scott. They work back with it here near side. Sturgiu looks for a lane. Good strength on that puck as he works in. Into the corner. Shot goes off the outside of the net. Wadig trying to knock that puck down. Instead comes all the way through to Goldstein. Goldstein on the near side. Final 10 seconds. Trying to work it in front. Shut down by Menachino. Back to the blue line. And sent back behind the net. That will do it for period one. 6-1 East Meadow after one. Again, stick with us. New link coming your way. Check the chat for it here on the Long Island Sports Network.
Okay.
We're gonna have to go with this for now.
Set to go for period two here in Long Beach. East Meadow leads Port Washington 6-1. As we'll go ahead and take a look around action at the varsity level here as we get a chance to. But in the meantime, we'll bring you action in period two. Teams switch ends now, the period with the long change. Owen Hickey gets possession first for the Ice Falcons. Comes behind the net. Hickey seals the boards. On the near side, looking for a lane to bring it in. Instead, hands off to Dalton behind the net. Brendan Dalton trying to lead his troops. Looking for a lane. Hands off to the point. Fishing it out of his skates. Guglieri sends to the near side. Just enough on that one to get it back to the point. Looking for a man out in front. All alone. Here's a shot. Another save. Aberman shutting down Jordan Nickel. What can Nickel do to get on the score sheet? It's a long-range shot, paddled down Viviano. Redirection there behind the net from Guglieri. Looks to create a lane. On Hickey, trying to feed it through to Dalton. Instead comes back to the near side, stood down by Ryan Purcell. That's gloved down by Goldstein. Goldstein tried to charge through. He's still got it with him. The shot shouldered down Viviano, and then he kicked it out. Viviano with a fantastic pad save. Man, oh man, a great chance for Port Washington. The first shot saved. It was a look for Goldstein. And the second opportunity, just able to flex the pad out, get a piece of it, Darren Viviano. As mentioned before, you can't afford to rest on your laurels in any chance. Especially here as the puck comes racing down the other end. just spinning around, unable to find it. McNeil Peck, puck still loose, jabbing at it, and now covering up. Man on the doorstep, Zach Kasajansky, but Aberman able to shut it down. Good saves, both ends of the ice here the past 30 seconds. This face-off went a little bit too strong that time from Dominic Sorrentino, forcing a reset. Nice Falcons have it here. That pass led McNeil Peck a little bit too far, but he's able to chase it down. Tried to jam in that time. No room to do it against Jack Aberman, who's been really solid tonight. A lot of high-quality saves. Kasajansky let that one along, but nobody to receive it. This puck fired in, no icing, and official waves it off. Michael Scott trying to get it to the point. Extended stick keeps it in. Bryce Carty, but only for a moment. Back the other way, Dominic Sorrentino comes along to McNeil Peck. He fires, blocker save Aberman. Puck still in the slot. Sent along back to the blue line, held in by Sturgio. Shot there, it deflects up and out of play, up on top of one of the structures here near the Zamboni door. We're going to take a look at the other action going on around the league. The only two games going on right now in the JV level. And a final from earlier, Rockville Center with a 10-3 win over Cold Spring Harbor. And as play continues here, sent all the way down, no icing. 3-3 tie between Half Hollow Hills and Plainview Old Bethpage. That one just getting started in the second period. More varsity action on tap later tonight. Two games featured here on the Long Island Sports Network coming up later, as this one finds its way into the East Meadow bench for Russell with 11:53 to go in period 2. Of course, right here in Long Beach, Friends North Shore taking on Garden City. Then over getting started at 8, that one's getting started at 8:10 thereabouts, and then at 8:15, Long Beach takes on Half Hollow Hills in Dix Hills. Home game for the Hornets. Catch that one here on the Long Island Sports Network as well. Puck behind the net here, trying to fish it out in front. No luck for Port Washington as it comes up the other end. O'Sullivan works around. Timothy O'Sullivan fires, pad save Aberman. Spinning shot, Craig Wadig, and again goes off the pad of Aberman. Seems like he's been able largely to shut everything off down low. As this fired in off the glove of Viviano. Nice Falcons have had a lot of success when they've shot up high against the Vikings netminder. Haven't always had the chance to elevate the puck, though. Making the most of their scoring opportunities, of course, up 5. O'Sullivan fires. This one goes wide. Bounce not enough to get it back out in front. Wadig guides back to the point. Tussle there on the far side boards, but they break it up. Play continues. Spinning shot off the outside of the post. Looking for room that time, O'Sullivan. Now perhaps a break the other way. Long range slapper and nearly handcuffs Viviano. The Bryce Carty gave him something to think about. Long pass doesn't work out that time for the Vikings as this comes up the other end. The shot, they score. Ryan Purcell lasers one home. Second goal of the season for Purcell, as the Vikings just committed too many men forward on that rush. One man left all alone there on that break. Had O'Sullivan on the near side, should he choose to go to him, but taking the shot, and wisely so, Ryan Purcell. Right off the face-off, another chance for Dalton. Tries the one-timer pass over to Hickey. A little bit too far for him. Captain-to-captain connection didn't go as planned, but pucks does stay in. The shot, they score! Jordan Nickel on the board at last. He had so many chances, and now finally Jordan Nickel able to slide it home. First goal for Jordan Nickel, a member of the Ice Falcons here at the varsity level. Exciting moment there and putting his team up 7. Offensive breakout here, another chance. Trying to feed it to man in front and Hickey, no luck. Shoulders cancel out there. The Nickel caught on the backhand. Couldn't get it to his forehand as what icing waved off here. Racing back to retrieve Anthony Menachino. Bounce off the boards. Dalton was trying to get it over to Owen Hickey. No luck that time as this goes off the defender's stick into the zone. It's a long shift here for the Blue Liners for East Meadow. That allows pucks to stay in the zone. Here's a quick shot. Hit traffic in front and then cleared out. Trying to take advantage of that. They send it right back in again. Michael Scott chasing it down, but Sturgio wins the race. Over on the far side, here's Nickel. Jordan Nickel looking for someone to pass it to. Everyone covered up pretty well by the Vikings. As this comes in, that's play continue over there. Good forecheck from Owen Hickey. Forced a turnover. The shot missed the net. Back with it near side. Drop pass and a dandy. Alex Neal looking for some space. A shot blocked by Sturgio. That's just kept in at the blue line. Good hustle to get to it from Gianni Borriello. Good look here from the Vikings as that one goes right through the crease. Neal leaves off to Borriello. And one more to Roth. He fires around. Neal working on it, far side boards. Now a potential 2-on-1, but that is batted out of play by Neal. That was Roth. Probably a smart play. Caught potential 2-on-1 for the Ice Falcons, but deflect that puck up and out of play. You're able to get the line change and go ahead and cancel out that potential attack. Eight minutes to go in period 2. Big lead for East Meadow here. Bryce Carty trying to work it out of his defensive zone, unable to do it. Back to the point, Purcell. Purcell, bouncing shot still there. One save from Aberman. Might have got a piece on the first one. In that case, there'd be 2 saves in a row. This glove down, but it only keeps it in the zone and on the attack for East Meadow. Blue and orange point it. Purcell fires, deflected shot. Pointed wide. Shade McNeil Peck sends it through. That's stalled out at the crease. Now the Vikings able to work it clear. Goldstein leaves a long, but laid offside. Against Port Washington, they got to tag back up. Allows the breakout on the far side. Left along to Sorrentino. Dominic Sorrentino walks in, fires. Glove save. Aberman spilled the rebound. Kick free. That goes up the outside of the cage. Play continues. To the point. Guglieri. Back to Purcell. Pass off the boards. Works out. Sharp angle shot. Getting a piece of Aberman. Not enough muster on the shot. 3-on-2 the other way. Goldstein brings in. Steered to the boards by Purcell. Clean check. Goldstein still with it. Shot. Save Viviano. Bouncing puck. Scooped up. Taken out of the zone. Purcell now with some speed right wing. Tried the back pass through. One more. O'Sullivan shot. Save Aberman. And it holds on for the whistle. When you look at this one, you'll see a lot of goals past Jack Aberman, but that does not tell the whole story. Lots of really good saves for Jack Aberman tonight, and that's been the story all year. His stats, not where he'd like them to be, but stats can be deceptive sometimes. Sullivan tumbles down to the ice. No call, they say. Play continues to Craig Waydick. Pass back to the point. Walking in. Here's a shot blocker. Save Aberman. And another great save on the rebound opportunity. Looking for some space that time, Menachino. Everyone getting involved on the offense tonight for the Ice Falcons. Guys getting their first goal of the night. Some guys getting their 20th goal of the night. And a little bit of everyone contributing to the attack. Just what you like to see. You like to get everyone working, everyone firing at high gear when you get to the end of the season, you get to playoff time. And for a team that could cause some issues for the high-flying teams here in Conference 2. Mentioned they had gotten an upset and a victory over Garden City earlier on this season. Part of the 3-game win streak for the Ice Falcons. It seems to be bound to be extended to 4 games. It's another chance here. Aberman able to save. Another chance in front for Timothy O'Sullivan. And just a few short minutes here once this one wraps up. The Wings set to take on the Quakers of Friends Academy in North Shore. An evening full of Nassau County high school hockey. And the Long Island Sports Network has another chance for Nickel. Just couldn't get the shot right where he wanted on his stick. Potential break for Liam Carty goes by the wayside. This one comes in, bounces off the boards, knocked down by Brendan Dalton. Sticks cancel out. Now Liam Carty on his horse, racing for this puck. Holds up at the blue line. Unable to keep it away there from the back checker of Ryan Guglieri. Yeah, he uses the net as a pick. Takes it himself to the far side. Guglieri on a walkabout here. Guglieri takes it down low. Looks for a lane. That was cut off. Goldstein got a piece of that one as that's batted up and out of play. .355 to go in period 2. We mentioned those two teams, the Quakers and the Wings. They've arrived here in the arena. I see I believe that's the Quakers down in the near side corner, taking in the action of this one. Perhaps getting a little bit warm as they are now going through some stretching routines there. Getting set to go in the nightcap. Goldstein takes it in, the shot, rolling puck sent high. Trying to keep play alive, but instead comes up the other end with Owen Hickey. He sends along. Big check there right at center ice. Goldstein got a piece of Nickel, sent him tumbling down. One-timer, deflected, score! Jesse Goldstein catches in on the bouncing puck. Get pucks on net, good things happen, as I always say, and a lot of coaches praise it. Harrison Roth just sent some rubber towards goal. Goldstein redirects it. No chance for Viviana. Two goals tonight for Port Washington, both of them scored by number 11 in white and blue, and Jesse Goldstein bring his total to 12 on the season. Looking for the immediate response. Build deflection try in front from McNeil Peck. Working back in, Ryan Guglieri. He wants to join the goal-scoring party. Leaves this puck out in front, fighting for it. Guglieri gets it right back, but then a stick lift there. Heading back up the other end, and a big shoulder check from Shea McNeil-Peck. Knocks Harrison Roth down to the ice. Working in with it. Back to the point. Here's a slapper. Save. McNeil-Peck trying to bat it home. Couldn't get a piece of it. Back to the far side here. Purcell. Purcell on a backhand glide. Takes to the near side. Wants to switch wings here. Gives over to man on the far side of Guglieri. He looks for some room. Gives over to Kasajanski. Zach Kasajanski tried to force it to the point, but able to clear that time were the Vikings. Shea McNeil-Peck, though, brings it right back in. Team in the midst of a change. Purcell sends over to O'Sullivan, fresh off the bench. Directed back out once again here. Under 2 minutes to go in period 2. Sorrentino. Long shift for him, but he's sticking with it. And a delayed penalty coming up to him. He got a glove up in the face of his man there as the extracurriculars continue. Sorrentino seemed a little bit frustrated there after Harrison Roth picked his pocket. That started the melee there as the officials now gather to sort everything out here. Right now it's just Sorrentino and Goldstein in the box. We'll see if they get any company. You know, I was thinking it, didn't say it, but was going to say this was a very cleanly played game up until that point. Officials had kept the whistles in their pocket, and well, they hadn't really had much to call in terms of penalties until that moment right there. Now you have to imagine they got to sort out minor, major misconduct, what's going to be handed out here. So they now inform the scorers table. There was the one penalty assessed in that first period to Ethan Langholtz for tripping. Other than that, nothing had been called. So that brings a stop to the pace of play in this one. They're still sorting things out. Nothing up on the scoreboard yet in terms of penalties, but you'd only put it up if your team has the advantage, you'd likely imagine. So they are putting things in now. There's coincidental roughing minors to Goldstein and Sorrentino, with a misconduct added on top to Jesse Goldstein. So it seems like we're going to stay 5-on-5 here. So 2 minutes to Sorrentino, 2 and 10 to Jesse Goldstein. We'll stay 5-on-5. Face-off gets play started right back up with a right in front of the East Meadow bench. And that's a big player to lose, too, for Port Washington. Goldstein, really talented player. Leading goal scorer, leading point getter on this team, as that's a good save from Aberman. You lose him for 10 minutes and perhaps more than that. That comes along. The puck bouncing up and in the air. Not sure if Averman got a piece of that one on Hickey's shot. Still loose in front. I would bat it down, but unable to keep it in. Sturgio. So you enter the final minute of the second. Dawson. Drop pass to Hickey. Backhand try. Stick save. Averman rebound. Put high. Back in front. Whiffing on the one-timer. Jordan Nickel. Back over on the near side. Vikings able to clear. Hustling to it is William Carty. Or rather Brendan Neal. That cancels out the icing. On the far side, Ice Falcons set up perhaps one more rush here in the second. Hickey. They wave off offside, although it looked like the man over on the far side was a good step or two ahead. They let play continue on to end this second period. The score after 30 minutes of play is East Meadow 8 and Port Washington 2. We'll get you squared up and ready to go for the final 15 here in Long Beach. This is the Long Island Sports Network.
I got you.
Some stands prepared. As soon as the game's over, I gotta change the light balance because it's orange.
Underway here for period 3. 8-2 lead for East Meadow, and I just want to highlight 24 saves so far for Jack Aberman in this game. Maybe one more here, but no luck, as that is tipped up and in. Hickey with another goal. Brings it back to a 9-2 game, 7-goal advantage. Now note you do get the running clock with an 8-goal lead. Back underway here after that goal. Owen Hickey, he's got a couple assists tonight. That's his first goal. Give him now 15 on the year. Should this result hold, it's a big win in a couple of ways for East Meadow. First off, of course, you look at the scoreboard. That would tell the story. But move up a couple of notches in the standings. And Matt did real quick before the game. They could get as high as 6th. Perhaps even 5th if things go their way in the nightcap tonight between Friends North Shore and Garden City. Chance on the rebound that time for Guglieri, no luck. Working back with it, behind the back pass to Waydig. Deflection, covering up, but the puck trickles in. Another one up on the big board. We take a look back at it. Guccieri tipped it in just enough on it to roll past the goal line. Now with that lead at 8 goals, believe we get running clock here. We'll wait to be sure that is the case. They did pause the clock for that goal. The muted celebrations. As Guccieri joins the goal-scoring party. He's got his first of the year, alongside several assists. He had 5 coming into the night. Wait to be sure they've finalized all the scoring statistics in this game before we jump to conclusions on points and what have you. Sturgio. Pass a little bit too far in front of Colin Gorey. Sturgio follows it up. Gorey knocks that pass, the clearing attempt down, but second try, Port Washington able to get it back to neutral ice. Actually keeps going here. Nickel chasing this one down alongside Sturgio. They're gonna say no icing. Just keep play rolling here in this third period. Harrison Roth tried to send this in, but delayed offside allows possession to roll the other way. O'Sullivan sends opposite corner. Neal chasing that down. Shoved down to the ice. Puck cleared out, though, by Port Washington. Teams just bumping the puck back and forth to each other. Mentioned the season winding down here in the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. The playoffs coming up soon as Waydig fires, blocker save Aberman. And in Conference 1 is a lot of competition there, but here in Conference 2, still some intriguing action. Playoff matchups, playoff seeding still to be determined as this puck turned over to Sorrentino. Forces his way through a couple defenders and sends it into the corner. Sorrentino had it poked away. Of course, I mentioned the potential turn of fortunes and potential matchups here for East Meadow. Coming into the night, placed in 8th. When a win, they could jump 2-3 spots even. They still have action to finish this season. Still got a game coming up. Sorrentino fires. Aberman able to save. He has no clue where the puck is. It's in the corner. With Garden City playing just a few moments. Long Island Sports Network as pushing and shoving there. Whistle blows. They will stop the clock with 9:54 to go. Penalty coming up here to East Meadow. Rather, the other way, it's going to Port Washington, pardon. They get Jack Stam for a rough. Second chance on the power play tonight for East Meadow. 0 for 1 so far. And waiting at the blue line, Nickel couldn't flag that pass down. Purcell. To the far side, reset to Guglieri. One more to Jordan Nickel. Nickel left it behind, that's fired down. Brendan Neal with the clear. Nickel finding it difficult to get around his opposite number 10 in Bryce Carty. That's sent along though, finds Hickey. Owen Hickey, flip pass to Dalton. Dalton to Nickel, fires, stick save. Aberman got a piece of that one. One more, fanning on the one-timer, Jordan Nickel. Jordan Nickel, we mentioned how many chances he's had to score tonight. He has scored once, as that's another one. Easy stop that time for Aberman. But he's been in the right place every single time, and again, finding himself right in front of goal. Just couldn't get a stick on that puck. This whistle down for offside. Seems like they're just going to keep going with the normal clock here as the clock is frozen once again. 8:26 to go. Viking sends this all the way down. O'Sullivan. A reverse hit sent his man tumbling down, Ethan Langholtz. Puck comes in now with Gorey. Tries to wrap around. Aberman meets him. Second try that Aberman stopped. Third one over the crossbar. This one goes off the net. Hit the bottom part there on the effort from Sturgiu. Penalty has expired. 0 for 2 now tonight on the man advantage for the Ice Falcons. O'Sullivan shot blocked. Second one saved. Michael Scott got in the way of the first one. Craig Waydig behind the net. To the top. Fumbled at the point by Sturgiu. Able to get it back down low. Harrison Roth tries the near side to clear. Does so. Brendan Neal tried to use his speed to get forward and it trapped offside. Harrison Roth saw an opportunity to get in behind the defense. Rather, Michael Scott turned on the afterburners, but unaware of that was Brendan Neal. Couldn't get back on side to allow that attack to happen. Flip to the near side. As we are under 7 minutes to go in period 3. Here's some speed for Craig Dalton. Dalton works in, leaves one off. The shot rolled on that time from Nickel. Easy save from Aberman. Dalton chases this down, tried to force it in front. The pass cut off. Just nudged a little bit further along like Bryce Carty. Deflection from Brendan Neal. Comes in over to the far side. Hickey chips around one, gets around two. Hickey puts on the brakes. Gives it near side. Nickel gives it right back where it came from. This chip free by the Vikings. Purcell in his own end. Over to Brendan Dalton. So again, coming up next in about 24 hours or so, maybe a little bit less than that. Manhasset Great Neck up on schedule for the Ice Falcons. That game over in Cantiog. And it seems like they'll be destined to come into that game with a 4-game winning streak. Ice Falcons getting hot at precisely the right time, right when you want to be playing your best hockey. They're doing just that. 5 minutes separates them from another win on the bounce. Purcell brings it in 1-on-2. Drop pass to Hickey. Oh, and Hickey didn't find a shooting lane he liked. It seems like they're just kind of trying to force the puck into Jordan Nickel, and why not? Getting valuable ice time. And as you mentioned before, really liked how he's just found himself in the right position all night long. Hasn't taken all the opportunities he's created, but he's created opportunities, and that's where everything starts. If you're not in the right place, you won't score. As he's trying to get there again, Hickey takes a shot this time, rather that's Dalton. Pad stop Aberman. But if you're not in the right place, you won't score. So if you're a coach, if you had the choice of a player who would finish the chances created for him, but wouldn't create his own chances, as opposed to a player who might not have the best shooting talent, but always has that great hockey IQ, always in the right place at the right time, you might choose the latter, and Jordan Nickel provides the kind of hockey IQ that coaches dream of. This one in the netting, chopped out of there by Alex Neal. Trying to jam that in. McNeil Peck denied, and the shot from Sturgeon blocked. McNeil Peck, second opportunity, glove save Aberman. And holds on to it. Score remains the same, 10-2. The advantage for East Meadow. And of course, talking about it, how they were in 8th place, they still have, as we talked about, games in hand on the teams in front of them. Shea McNeil Peck knocked down hard to the ice. Jesse Goldstein out of the box and making his impact felt as that one in the net. Sturgio with another one on the big board. Sturgio's second goal of the night. Another one from the blue line. Of course, you have to admire the sportsmanship, not going down the handshake line, not overdoing the celebrations on the 11th goal of the night. Noticing the score line here, not gonna celebrate too hard, but have to know that East Meadow is very happy the way this game has gone. Aside from the two Jesse Goldstein goals, a show of a really talented player as he's looking for the hat trick now, shoved off the puck by Dominic Sorrentino. They played a really complete game tonight. Everyone on the ice getting involved. Here's effort of it. Sorrentino's first shot saved. Second one shoved wide. McNeil Peck wanted the pass across. Instead, sent across the boards. Does find him. Awkward bounce there. But the puck unable to be cleared. Ryan Purcell on it. Swoops around. That out in front. Sorrentino's shot blocked. Got a piece of the skate of Roth. back out in front. That missed everyone's stick. Liam Carty scoops up far side. Under 90 seconds to go. He's taken back out into neutral ice and all the way down. Fort Washington just not the season they wanted, but here's Shea McNeil-Peck all alone, mano-a-mano, backhander, shoved wide. Aberman again just doing everything right, taking away the shooting angle. McNeil-Peck had nowhere to put the puck. Only option was to go wide. Fort Washington, not the season they wanted, but there are things that you could take out of this. Points to build upon. A team like this will build resilience as this one potted in. Another one on the board. I believe that is the third of the night for Timothy O'Sullivan, so he's got his hat trick. Here's Goldstein looking for his hat trick. He scores. Jesse Goldstein not to be outdone. Jesse Goldstein, 3 goals tonight. Leading the way for this Port Washington team by a long margin. To the near side, then back behind the net. I imagine that East Meadow happy to just stall away these final seconds. Back out to neutral ice. Maybe one more rush if Mendocino wants it. Instead takes it to the far side, and this game will end with a final score of 12-3. Big win for the East Meadow Ice Falcons, and they'll be looking to finish their season strong. They've now won their last 4. Again, it's a final here. East Meadow 12, Port Washington 3. Stay tuned for more action right here on the Long Island Sports Network.